Cutting corners can cost your client millions in the long run. We've all heard the old saying, you get what you pay for, right? Well, this phrase holds true in all business scenarios, and most importantly in personal injury cases, when you're trying to do the best for your client, but fall short because you wanted to save a few dollars on a so-called expert report and paid for the budget report expecting the case closing grand slam report. When attorneys don't pay for the appropriate expert that authors the appropriate report for their client's case, money is simply left on the table and they end up doing their client a huge disservice. One of my favorite stories helps to illustrate this concept beautifully. A giant ship engine had failed. The ship's owners tried one expert after another, but none of them could figure out how to fix the machine. Then they brought in an old man who had been fixing ships since he was young. He carried a large bag of tools with him, and when he arrived, he immediately went to work. He inspected the engine very, very carefully from top to bottom. Two of the ship's owners were there watching this man, hoping he would know what to do. After looking things over, the old man reached into his bag and pulled out a small hammer. He gently tapped something, and instantly the huge engine lurched into life. He carefully put his hammer away. The engine was finally fixed. A week later, the owners received a bill from the old man for $10,000. What? The owners exclaimed. He hardly did anything. So they wrote the old man a note saying, please send us an itemized bill. The man sent the bill that read, tapping a hammer, $2. Knowing where to tap, $9,998. The moral of the story is that effort is important, but knowing where to make an effort makes all the difference. The meaning of this story has proven true time and time again as I've reviewed so-called pocket medical cost projections that are performed by non-certified life care planners. There is a reason as to why there are certifications in life care planning. And when you invest in a certified life care planner to methodologically determine the correct future care and associated costs, you have a quality report that will hold up in trial and help your client get the money needed for any future care that they require from their collision. I had a recent personal experience reviewing a pocket medical cost projection on a catastrophic injury case. The representing attorney thought they could save a few dollars and ended up using a run-of-the-mill company to produce a cost projection at a very low cost. After all, the cost projection only needed to include what the treating pain management physician was recommending, right? Wrong. As the story goes on, the cost projection determined the cost of what only the physician was recommending, and that was all. Unfortunately, the injured person was catastrophically injured and literally required millions of dollars in further future medical projected evaluations, projected modalities, future routine medical care, durable medical equipment, supplies, aids for independent functioning, home care, transportation, home modifications, etc., that were directly related to the impairments and subsequent disabilities they suffered due to their collision. The moral of this story is that the person they hired to do the quote-unquote pocket cost projection was not a life care planner and or a certified life care planner, and therefore not credible to opine on the added future care needs. Therefore, due to the attorney trying to save a few dollars with the pocket medical cost projection that they used, it essentially cost the client millions of dollars in the long run because they were not able to present the full scope of care that the client needed to the insurance company.